Bang, let's get it. Over the last 10 games, William Abreu has gone under 1.5 hit runs and RBI 80% of the time. Now, the Boston Red Sox play against the Twins, and it's Simeon Woods Richardson, and he has no data versus a ton of batters. I like Atlas Bregman to hit a home run versus Simeon Woods Richardson, just in case I just saw that. William Abreu under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Next is Jackson Churio to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting at 90% over the last 10 games. Now, look, I don't have the 27th on here, but I have looked at a number of these to make sure what has happened on the 27th has kept the 80 or 90% hit rate. At some point during the course of the night, it flips and adds the last day, but it's just after, 1 a.m., and it hasn't as of yet. But Jackson Churio to go over the the Brew Crews versus the Cubs, and who is that? Matt Boyd, Jackson Churio. No data. The bat's hot. I'm taking the over. Bang, let's get it. I got Matt McLean to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting at 80% over the last 10 games. And then Cincinnati is versus Dodgers. Oh, Yamamoto is on the mound, and he doesn't have any history versus Matt McLean. Did he hit 2 home runs today? Oh, that was another Matt. Who am I thinking about? Anyway, it's hitting at 80% over the last 10. We like the over here. 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Hey, Mickey Moniak, he always hit a home run when I'm not paying attention to him. But his hit runs and RBIs hitting at 80% over the last 10 games. I'm not positive if he went off on the 27th. I did not look at that one, but the Rockies face off against Cleveland. Look like Taccone is on the mound. He has 2 at-bats, batting 500. He's 1 for 2. The bat's hot. He is also a home run threat for those of you who are interested. I like the over. 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Cam Smith smacked for me yesterday. I have a ton of plays on here that I've hit yesterday and the day before, as we hit a decent amount of them. I think one day was 6 for 8. The next day was 5 for 8, even though one was a ghost. Nick Kurtz did not play, or he got voided. I'm not even sure if he played, but my slip was voided for that particular selection. Cam Smith smacked for me yesterday under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. It's hitting at 80% over the last 10 games. Houston versus Washington. And Lord doesn't have any history versus a ton of these bats. You can see versus right-hand pitchers, Cam Smith is at 251. Anyway, the under's hitting at 80% over the last 10 games. I'm running with it. I'm like 1-0. I made a little graph that I'm going to try to keep up with the batters that have already played, because I'm playing them bitches until they miss 2 in a row, unless I have a winning record with them, and then I continue to do so. And next, who is it? Same with Eric. He smacked for me yesterday. He's at 100%. I don't remember. I mean, on the 27th, he definitely smacked. I played it. But as you can see, I'm going to stay on this bitch until he misses 2 in a row. But I look like I'm going to have a winning record with him as well. I'm taking the under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. The Marlins versus the Cards. And it's Palante on the mound. No data. The bat is cold. I like the under here. Same with Carlos Santana. Smacked for me yesterday. Under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. He's a home run threat. I am afraid of him if the pitcher matchup warrants it. Blaylock has no history versus this team. I'm taking the under until Carlos Santana's get the bat right. Wyatt Lanford, I think he hit me the other day, but I came back and smacked him again. I'm pretty positive. As long as the trend is still running, the bat is cold. He ain't hit 2 in a row. I'm taking the under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. And this is the Rangers versus the Angels. No data versus those pitchers. I hate those times I don't get to see the matchups. And another one to add to the mix is Nolan Arenado. Under 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, hitting that 80% of the time. And also the Cards versus the Marlins. Cabrera's on the mound. Nolan Arenado is 0 for 2 versus this batter. I like the under for Nolan Arenado. I don't know if there's any WNBA games, and because of the time, I might catch something on Prize Picks. If I hit refresh, I got 2 data points selected, and not in the NBA, not in the MLB. There's a few valuable esports plays at the top here if you're interested in those. But I'm mixing up my trending plays. I had a hell of a day, and back-to-back days. I like to keep that going. Not only the straight plays, but 2 of those was hit in 2 3-pick entries. I've already played 2 3-pick entries with the plays that I'm running back for tomorrow. Let me show you what those are. If I go to here, I got my notes app up. Bang. So I made a little graph. Call it the list. And these are the players that I'm just going to continue to play and add to it or take them off if they miss 2 in a row. So I'm only starting with today, well, yesterday and the day before. But I was trying to do this in my head and it got really, really lost and forgot a ton of batters. Nick Kurtz got voided yesterday, but my over is just only that one player. But you see that I called off a lot of these, or if I didn't, they didn't have a game today, or like Christopher Morel wasn't playing, or didn't have a line, or couldn't find one at the moment. But I think it's only like 12, 13 games tomorrow. Maybe it's more, but all of the teams, the few teams that not playing or didn't have that batter in the lineup, and also, did I have for what we did yesterday? Where's my notes app? Go back. Oh, it's over here. If I go here, bang, let's get it. Here you go. Wait, can you see that? You can't see that. Can you see this? You can see that. It's too big. It's too small. Yesterday, 5, 2, and 1. The one was Nick Kurtz. He got ghosted. He didn't play. JT Real Monto I missed, and then Wyatt Lanford, we did miss on him. We running it back. The rest of them all smack. Running those back. Bang, let's get it. Let me go back to the board to make sure I covered everything. That's on the main scene. And I think that'll do it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trending MLB player props. Bang, let's get it. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.